Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to another SarCAST episode. It's been a while. It's been a real while since our last SarCAST episode, but welcome to the new SarCAST episode, pre-M5 or post-M5. My bad, post-M5. I know what you guys are thinking, right? Before we get started with these topics, I'm very sorry. I know you guys are probably gonna say, "Yo, Mirko, what's up with your hair?" So, I just washed my hair with shampoo, with purple shampoo today. That's why you're seeing it's back to like white kinda. And what this does to your hair is it absolutely just dries your hair. And unfortunately, I did not get to put on the vitamins in my hair because I put like a vitamin, right? It's I don't know what it's called, but whatever. It's like a vitamin to make the hair smooth again after it gets super dry. Didn't get to do that because guess what? The water in my apartment turned off because there's a maintenance going on. So let's get that out of the way, right? Before we talk about the topics, because we have a lot of topics. Holy moly, we have a lot of topics, like for real. I think we're gonna be talking about the first. Let's just jump to the first topic. Let's discuss the elephant in the room, guys, because I've been in. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. All right, first topic. What is the first topic? It's my predictions, right? It's my M4 predictions. Let's get the elephant. Let's talk about the elephant in the room because that's literally what everybody's been talking about, apparently, right? So just to give you some context here, I usually use Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, right? Those are my three main social media platforms. I also have a Facebook. If you guys don't know, you guys can obviously follow or like. I don't know how it works in Facebook, but you can follow my page. I think it's follow or like the page. Down below, it's at Mirko Casts. You guys can go follow, right? But I just recently opened my Facebook, and I'm looking at the comments, and I'm seeing so much hate from like just Filipinos mostly, right? So first topic is my predictions when I said there's going to be no PH in the grand finals, right? Let's start with like me explaining first what the prediction was and like what was going on in my head when I actually made those predictions. So I think if I were to go back in time after seeing all this, to the group stage again, right when I made the knockout stage predictions, I would not change any of my opinions. For me, I'm always honest, right? I'm always honest with my opinions, and I try to just give you guys all my opinion, my brutal, honest opinion, right? Most of the times, it's not really right. It's not accurate. But this time, I got a lot of, like, I offended a lot of Filipinos, I guess, right? If you guys rewatch the video, I did not say anything in a hateful way towards like the Filipino teams. I didn't say like, oh, there's gonna be no PH in grand finals confirmed, guaranteed. My prediction is absolute, right? M4 is gonna follow my predictions. No, I was actually like really questioning every single decision I made in the prediction video, and the main reason I made the prediction video is to make a bold prediction, right? To hype things up for everybody watching M4. Now, I'm very sorry if I offended you. If you genuinely feel offended by the prediction video I made, I'm very sorry. If you think I hate Philippines or the Filipino teams, unfortunately, that isn't wrong. That isn't right. I'm sorry. That isn't right, unfortunately, guys. Because, no, I predicted Blacklist International to win both ISF and MPLI, right? My prediction is based on previous results. So if you take a look at like MPLI, I watched MPLPH, I watched MPLID. That's why I thought Blacklist International was going to pop off. ISF, same thing. I feel like in their performance, especially for their country, like the SEA Games, they will pop off. That didn't happen, right? So based on ISF and MPLI, I had to make a decision. And honestly, I just felt like Blacklist International would not perform to the level that they did at M3. Looking at it right now, obviously I'm wrong, right? But again, that's what I based my prediction of. I based it on previous results. So if you guys feel offended, I am very sorry. Genuinely, like the video predictions were not like aimed to hate or to shit on any of the Filipino teams, because obviously you guys made it to the grand finals, right? It was PHPH. Secondly, I want to address this issue, right? Because I feel like most Filipinos who actually watched the video gave me props, right? A lot of people were like, "Hey, Mirko," a lot of memes came out of it, which I loved. I loved the memes. I thought it was a meme at first, right? I thought everybody was just saying Mirko cursed as a meme, but then I opened Facebook and turns out, no, it's like actual hate being thrown at me. But yeah, if most Filipinos and most people who actually watched the video in its entirety, I think didn't have a problem with it at all, right? But the people who watched just the clip of me saying it, or just an image or a TikTok of me saying that I don't think there's going to be a Filipino team in the grand finals, they all got really offended by it. And I can't blame you technically. I can only blame the clippers who clipped that portion of the video, because again, before I said that, before I made that bold prediction, I was like very hesitant. I was like, "Are you serious?" There's not. If you guys can rewatch the video, right? Obviously, there's the video is still up there. I was really like hesitant. I was rethinking everything, but because I already did it, because I already made the decision, I'm gonna go through it with it, right? I'm not gonna like pussy out because I feel some people are gonna hate me. At this point, I honestly like don't care about the hate comments and everything, right? I got spammed and all. I read it right after the event, and I was just like, I was more shocked than like sad or anything, because I was like, I didn't expect people to actually like hate. But then I saw the clips, I saw the TikToks, and everybody making those headlines about Mirko hating Filipino teams. Then I started to understand, right? Okay, so a lot of the Filipinos or the people who are hating on me because of the predictions, or hating on me because of like not putting Philippines in grand finals, they're hating because they misunderstood, I feel. But again, if you genuinely felt offended by any of the things I said in the video, I apologize. I really do. It was not meant to, it was not meant to offend any of you guys, all right? Now, I'm running in circles now because I'm talking about the same topic again and again. I think it's time to move on to the next topic, guys. So next topic, I think we're going to start with just Echo winning an M4, right? Dude, Echo played a god-tier game. I don't know how to explain it, right? Before I started recording the SarCAST, I actually posted a community post asking you guys if you guys would like to watch a SarCAST, to see a SarCAST on the channel, or an analysis video on the grand finals. It's 50-50, but from the comments, a lot of people were just like, yeah, I mean, Echo 4-0 Blacklist International, they just outclassed them 100% of the way. So there's no real need for the analysis. That's why I'm making this first. Obviously, the analysis will follow. I will try my best to make the analysis. If I feel like it's not as interesting once I'm done recording it, then I won't upload it. But if I still feel like if I feel it's interesting, then I will upload it. I think we're gonna see a lot, actually. Like, we can learn a lot from the games in the grand finals, even though it's a 4-0. That's my opinion, because Echo played in a way where they were just pitch perfect, macro, micro. There were no mistakes whatsoever. Probably one just a few mistakes, but those mistakes are like very minor, right? It's like they're getting a bit confident, but makes sense because they are dominating that hard. But yeah, Echo, this team, man, this new generation, right? A new generation of Filipino players, Sanji and Sanford, 16, 17, led by an M2, a world champion, Carl TZ, to get their first title, for a lot of the players, first title, and for Carl TZ, second title. I think the storyline is great. Carl TZ is, as Leo says, best in the world, because he's the GOAT, right? Now, I think the GOAT statement, or the GOAT title, has been tossed around so many times now. It was Venus before M4, because Venus got a lot of the trophies. Then a lot of people said it's Rebo. Now a lot of people are saying Carl TZ because he's won M World twice. So I think the GOAT status is for now held by Carl TZ, right? It's Carl TZ for now, but obviously things can change. We're still in a very early stage of MLBB. We'll see the next 3 years what it has in store for us to really decide on who's going to be the real GOAT for the time being. But yeah, man, Echo, the way they played it, it was just, I don't know what to say, dude. I'm honestly still speechless to this day. Sanford almost made me lose my voice. Benny made me lose my voice. A lot of people have been asking me this. Who's my favorite Echo player? I'm going to say Sanford, right? Dude, when I saw Sanford for the first time, it was in the group stages. He was sitting there, he was playing. He was like, before the go on stage to play, they always have like a ping test or just a device test. They'll play on stage for a bit, just like a game against their opponents. It's just a custom game. They just mess around with their settings, see if everything's all right. And when he was doing the ping test, I arrived at the arena, right? So I was walking down, and I said, "Good luck, guys." And Sanford, everybody said like, "Thank you," but Sanford was like, full smile. He was like, "Thank you, Sir Mirko." And I was like, hey, this guy is a little kid, 16 years old, right? It's refreshing to see someone that happy always. I think Sanford's always smiling, right? Even when they're losing, even when he's behind in lane. I don't think I've ever seen Sanford sad. And I have to say it's cute, right? Like, he's a 16-year-old. I felt like a very proud dad, guys. I felt like a very proud dad when he won, because right after he won the World Championships, me and the other talents, we walked backstage to the stage right after the show cut because we wanted to take pictures. We wanted to just mingle around and chat. You guys probably watched the vlog, right? In the vlog, I recorded a little bit of that, but I didn't record the whole thing because obviously we had conversations out of that. And when I stepped backstage, when I walked onto the stage, Sanford looked back and I was like, "Congrats, bro." And I shit you not, this kid, I felt like such a proud dad when I said good luck. He literally gave me the biggest smile in the world and he ran to me and we dapped, got the handshake, we hugged, and I just felt like such a proud dad, dude. I don't know, like this is the first time I met this kid, right? But he's so wholesome. The kid's so cool. The kid's so wholesome. He's so good at the game too. It really, I don't know. I felt very proud. I don't know. I don't usually feel this way, right? But I felt like a proud dad, dude. And right after, I took a picture with him. I posted it on IG, and then I tagged him, right? But obviously, when I tagged him, I was too sleepy after the after party, so I just went to sleep. When I woke up the next day, I saw I opened my DMs and he was like, "Sir Mirko, can you follow me back?" So I followed him back, and I was like, "Of course, dude, my bad. Like I didn't mean to like not follow you." I don't know. It's refreshing. It's refreshing to see a kid this young winning a trophy, but being so humble and nice and just being a kid. Enjoying his time at M4 like a kid. He's just happy to be there. And obviously with his plays, it shows that he is one of the best players in the world. Best XP lane for sure. But yeah, enough about Echo. Congratulations again to Echo, the entire team. Benny's a G, Carl Teasy, Yowie, the whole squad, dude. Even the coaches, Tic Tac and Treb. They're all amazing. And they definitely deserve to win World Championships. 4-0 speaks for itself, the way they played, the way they styled on Blacklist. But I think it's time to move over to the next topic, which is a big one. Well, okay, never mind. We're going to save the big one for last, right? Let's talk about this news. So, Coach Dale apparently is going to be moving to Malaysia from the rumors I've seen, right? So, Daddyhood, the owner of Homeboys, Team Homeboys in Malaysia, actually posted this. I'm not sure if it's on Facebook or Twitter, but he posted the entire roster, I believe. Coach Dale is going to be moving from Falcon to Malaysia, coaching Homeboys. And Homeboys has two Indonesian imports, Barbosa from Bigatron Beta and Warlord from RQ Senna. This is big news, obviously, because there's technically 3 imports on the team, a Filipino coach, 2 Indonesian players, and 3 Malaysian players, right? I think this is the biggest move so far that we've seen. There are also rumors circulating about Repo joining Todak. There's rumors about Renbo joining a Malaysian team. Not sure about that, but there's crazy rumors going on right now. Even like some more Filipinos moving to ID. Mainly, I think one rumor that's been talked about a lot is Coach ZICO moving to ID because he posted an Indonesian flag, I think on Twitter or Facebook. So there's just a whole lot of imports, guys, and I love to see it, right? Because it shows how much the MLBB esports scene is developing. We're starting to import more players to raise the quality of every single region. And I love it. It makes things so much more entertaining, and it gives the games and the leagues everywhere around the world some more, some more. What's the word here? Some more, dude. I can't find the word, but I guess I'll say relatable because as an Indonesian, I'll have more interest. Interest. There you go. There's more interest amongst the regions now, amongst the other regions, because as an Indonesian now, I'll have an incentive. Or I'll be interested in watching MPL Malaysia, especially Homeboys, because hey, 2 of the Indonesian players are there, right? Same goes for like you guys when Kyrie and Yeb first moved to Indonesia, when Marky moved, Dilar, everybody was watching MPL Indonesia, right? So I think this is a great move. Again, most of these are still rumors, except for I think Dale to Dale to Homeboys, Dale, Barbosa, and Warlord to Homeboys. I think that's the only thing that's confirmed. Hopefully everything keeps on going this way, man. I really hope the MLBB world keeps on developing because even right now we're getting a lot of rumors circulating about Team Secret, right? Oh man, Team Secret, a massive organization outside of in the world, right? Mainly in Dota, I believe. So Team Secret has been posting on IG and everywhere about MLBB, potentially joining the MLBB esports scene. I am 100% supportive of this, right? I think with Team Secret, if Team Secret decides to join, if they, wherever the region is, if he wants to join Malaysia, Cambodia, Philippines, Indonesia, maybe even Brazil, any region, I think it's just a good thing, right? Having a big organization joining in, bringing a lot of new eyes to the MLBB scene, it's another very good thing that we all should be happy about, right? They're bringing a lot of new eyes, maybe even Western eyes. Western viewers, they're getting them interested in MLBB, which is amazing. So hopefully that actually does happen, right? Speaking of which, actually now we're going to move on to the next topic, which is a pretty, this is, I don't know what to say. Well, firstly, I'm going to be talking about how disappointing the Indonesian teams, well, not the Indonesian team, I think how disappointing Onic esports were at M4. Right, because even in scrims, from what I've heard before M4, I've heard that Onic esports are just on another level with Echo and scrims, right? These two are the best teams, and I think I also put them in double S tier in my tier list video, because from what I've heard on scrims, these two teams are unbeatable. They're really, really good. So when I saw Onic perform the way they did on stage, it was pretty disappointing, right? Because it really felt like the only 2 members who were really performing was Kyrie, who was popping off a lot more, and Sans, who was, still consistent, but he obviously had like some bad plays too. But I think he's the second to Kyrie in terms of consistency throughout M4. Then obviously you have Keyboy, who played out of his mind in some games, and then inted in some games, right? CW and Boots, I think, had the worst performance out of the 5. This is again not to hate on the players, right? I know some clippers are going to clip this and make it sound like I'm hating on the players. No, it's objective analysis. I think they know that they made mistakes as well in the game, and they know they want to improve, right? It's just, I feel like it's uncharacteristic. That's why I'm voicing my disappointment, right? CW does not play that way. Boots doesn't play that way. They're 2 of the best side laners in Indonesia, and when you see them play in MPL Indonesia, you really see like them shine. I don't know if it's the pressure playing on the world stage. I don't know if it's the crowd giving them more pressure, right? But anyhow, they're pro players and they need to be able to deal with this. At this point, for Boots and CW, it's their 3rd MLBB international event, right? M3, MSC, and M4. Technically, 4th if you for CW, because he's played in the Asian games or Sea games, one of the against Philippines last year, right? So yeah, I don't think at this point you can really use the excuse of pressure anymore. They need to get used to the pressure as pro players, and if they really want to reach that trophy, that's something they're gonna have to deal with, right? So I know Onic esports can improve. I 100% think they can improve. I 100% think they can reach that glory of winning an international title someday, but Until they fix those issues, I don't think they will, right? So next on the board, we need to talk about RRQ. Now, for me, I was not disappointed in RRQ's performance, not at all. I was actually quite proud despite the result, despite them losing to Echo, despite them losing to Blacklist International. I was very proud of RRQ. The way they played, I did not rate them as a top team. I rated them as an A tier team, but I did not rate them as an S or a triple S or double S tier team. They were not tournament favorites coming into this tournament, right? They were just a team that's solid coming into this tournament. But throughout the tournament, they progressed so much. I think in their victories, the drafts were amazing, especially up against Onic Esports. That's where you can really see Achil pop off, right? Achil was popping off in the Onic Esports versus RQ match 3-0. But there is a major question, a big question mark right now as to Achil's draft, especially in Indonesia, because a lot of Indonesians are really bashing Achil. He lost his IG account because a lot of people reported him. A lot of people hate him because of his drafts up against Blacklist International when he did not ban the Estes. He even went on an interview to say that he thinks that banning the Estes won't really work against Blacklist International because they'll have a backup. Right, they'll always have a backup plan, and they actually want Estes to be banned because they already have that backup planned. A lot of people have been asking me to translate the MP show from Jonathan Liandi. Shout out again to Jonathan Liandi for amazing content on the MP show with Donkey and Anti-Mage and Golius. But basically to let you guys know the point of the video, or the point of the main criticism for Achil in the MP show in English is basically, they disagree with what Achil said. They said that you should always respect ban your opponents, especially on world level, right? You need to let go of the pride. You need to let go of your ego when you go up against these teams, and when you want to win a world championship. Let it all go and take it out, right? So that was basically the main point that I got from the MP show for this certain topic about Achil getting absolutely roasted, right? I do want to give him props still, because his draft against Onic Esports was amazing. I think personally for me, I have the same opinion as most analysts. I did not really like his drafts up against Blacklist International, although it was very close games. I feel like it could have been much better, and RQ would have been actually able to maybe take Blacklist down in the upper brackets there. It was 3-2 with a lot of the drafts. Actually, for me, when I saw those drafts, I actually favored Blacklist International, but RQ were able to actually take 2 games off of Blacklist, which is really impressive. Just shows you how much skill the RQ roster has, right? But because they were kind of halted by the drafts, no Estes man, no respect mans towards Venus. There were respect bans, but I don't think it's enough, right? Even up against Echo, no Cho ban. These little things came up, and you could really see the impact, right? Echo demolished RQ. Blacklist won against RQ. But yeah, for me, I'm still very proud of the players. I'm still very proud even of Coach Achil. He's been in the game for so long. I think criticism is definitely something he needs. Is definitely something it needs to improve. But the amount of hate he's getting, I think it's a bit too much for me. I don't think it's that fair. They beat Onic. They proved that they are the best Indonesian team despite some mistakes in the draft, despite some mistakes in game 2, right? They made it so far into the tournament. They gave Blacklist a run for their money, and even Echo 3-1. It was the same score as Onic against Echo. So yeah, it's just so unfortunate that his IG got reported and stuff. If you guys hate someone, you don't need to it's pretty dumb. If you don't like him, then don't like him. Give him some criticism, but don't hate him personally, right? I mean, whatever. Let's move on to the next topic, which is a very big topic technically, because M5 is going to be held in the Philippines, my dudes, all right? So for me, when I heard the news, I was pretty excited. I was really excited, actually, with all the Filipino casters, all the talents. We were there together when they announced the M5 in the Philippines, and we're really excited. Most of my fans are Filipino. despite getting so much hate on Facebook, I think a lot of people, or most people, still like enjoy my content and have been sending like some really nice DMs, comments on YouTube, replies on Twitter, saying, "Yo, Mirko, I can't wait to meet you at M5. Can't wait for you to, cast the games there." Again, we got to take it one step at a time, guys. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be in M5. If I'm consistent enough, if I keep on putting in the hard work, yeah, maybe I'll go to M5. That's definitely my dream, right? So to cast in M5 in the Philippines, to meet all of you guys, because, hey, Filipinos are, most of my viewers are Filipino. There's no way to, go around that. And honestly, I love every single one of you guys. I love the fans from everywhere. Singapore, Malaysia. There were a lot of people as well who flew out to Indonesia at M4 to watch from Philippines, and they wanted to take a picture with me. They were saying like, "Hey, Mirko, you're my favorite caster," etc. And it really made me happy, right? And I'm very happy that I could make them happy too. Just taking a picture with them, just interacting with them. So I really can't wait for M5 in the Philippines. I hope it's gonna be the biggest event. I hope it's going to be a step up again, because so far Moonton has been absolutely smashing the bar. We broke the record for viewers for last 4.2 now. It was 3.5, I believe, at M3. We broke that. We shattered it. Even the attendance, the Indonesian crowd was absolutely amazing, right? Much respect to the Indonesian crowd, man. I'm very proud to be an Indonesian, especially in the grand finals when we showed up. Philippines versus Philippines in the grand finals. A lot of the Filipino casters were concerned, they were like, "Man, it's PHPH. Will we see an empty stadium?" Right? I was concerned too. I was like, dude, I have no idea. I really hope the Indonesians come through and watch it, despite the grand finals being PHPH. And they did. They delivered, man. It was such a good moment. When I saw the line outside and it was full, I was so happy. I was so proud. And just goes to show, right, the amount of love from Indonesians too. A lot of people outside of Indonesia think the Indonesian fans are toxic. No, most Indonesian fans love the game. They will support any team as long as they're not up against their team, the team they're supporting, right? PHPH in the grand finals, I think we proved it, that we are that most Indonesian people are very good, very supportive, even for teams outside of Indonesia. So again, very proud to be an Indonesian. Ignore the stupid, toxic Indonesians, because I don't claim them. We don't claim them, right? I think it's very similar to Philippines, right? For everybody who's toxic and hateful in the Philippines, you guys don't claim them as Filipinos, right? I think you can't really fight toxicity. The only way you can fight it is to ignore it, right? Then maybe it'll disappear. If it doesn't, whatever. There's no real way to face it head on. So, yeah, I think that's it for the SarCAST, man. I'm just really excited for what's to come in 2023, especially seeing the roadmap for MLBB. I hope you guys don't get offended with my predictions, because again, there's no real hate towards a region, not even bias towards Indonesia. It's just based on previous results. And again, predicted MPLI, Blacklist International, ISF Blacklist International, predicted Onic to win M4 based on performances. And yeah, so far they're all wrong. Shows you how competitive the MLBB scene is. Still love the memes though. The Mirko curse versus Wolf curse, still love the memes, okay? Don't really enjoy the hate, but love the memes. But that's it for me, man. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys, I hope the fans who are hating because they got baited from thumbnails, from posts, or from TikToks taken out of context about me saying those things, I hope you guys change your opinion. But even if you don't, if you keep on hating, no problem, man. I'll still enjoy the money when you click on my videos, bro. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're new here, click that like button. If you want to discuss about MLBB and a lot of stuff, go ahead and click on the Discord channel down below to join my Discord channel. We're pretty active when there's no events. When there's events, I'm too busy to be active on the channel. And obviously, if you guys want to let me know what you guys think about any of the topics we're talking about here, comment down below and let me know what you think. Peace out, guys and boys and girls.